This is this country's most craziest murder ever. As you can see on CCTV footage, you see her holding a drink because she's at a bar. She went to a bar with one of her friends. She's wearing a crop shirt, black pants, and some white and black shoes. Here's a better image of her on that night. As Mia was with her friends, they was hopping from bar to bar, drinking, having a good time, eating here and there, dancing. The night was going really good. You know, the night was still young for them. I think she had more than one friend with her, but I'm not sure. But I knew for a fact, digging deep into this case, that she had friends with her that night at the bar. The map that you're currently looking at is the bar that she decides to go to last. Her and her friends decided to party until 6 a.m. because 6 a.m. is when the bar closes. Now, in the beginning of this video, I was showing this CCTV footage slow. You couldn't really tell how she was walking, but now if I speed it up to normal, you can clearly tell that she's a little bit of drunk, maybe a lot of drunk. We don't know for sure, but she's able to control herself, but she's drunk. Now, I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this. Maybe you're gonna get mad, maybe you're not, because you probably do this with your friends. But at the end, when it was 6 a.m., the girls that she was with, okay, it happened to be more than one girl that she was with. The girls that she was with decided to go their separate ways. They split up. It was time to go home. They don't live together. And you might be thinking, well, Ras, girls should not be walking alone like that. Here in Denmark, actually the crime rate is very low. Things this tragic, what you about to see in this case, don't happen often at all. But this is the reason why I always preach it's better to always still be safe no matter where you at, because you never know. Because crimes happen everywhere, regardless of how safe and how often. You don't want to be that one unlucky person. Back to the story. The time that she left that bar, time will pass. Mia, where are you? Friends texting her. Family texting her. Mia, are you okay? Are you alive? Are you good? Everybody who tries to get in touch with her gets nothing back from her. She's gone. She's not by any friend's house. She's not by any family member's house. And she's not at her place. The family decides to file a missing report. And actually, like I said, because this place is low crimes, this got everywhere around Denmark quickly. It was already all over the news. Interviews was already happening. A search was already going on into place. But then there's a little couple weird things. This is when it's about to get strange. But of course, before that, snacks. Look, snack time is important. And I know a lot of you be remembering to have your snacks at the beginning of the video, always, duh. But this is the time when I shout you guys out. Connect with y'all. How else? I mean, I do reply to the comments that reply in the first like 5 minutes of the video of me posting. It's a movement between us as well. Like, I love GGYS. I'm glad that I started saying it. Go get those names. Shout out to Korea X Kenshin. You already know what I'm about to say. GGYS. Go get your snacks. I just started off in your world. Now, investigators check hours worth of CCTV footage in Denmark to try to find any clues. Now, as they searching for clues with the CCTV footage, they question the friends that was with her that night and people who know Mia just to get extra info on her. Mind you, basically the whole nation of Denmark is talking about this case of her going missing. Now, I can't compare the whole America just to Denmark and say if America was on the news of somebody going missing, it won't be talked about like this. Well, America is bigger than Europe. So let's just say a state. What state do I live in? Louisiana. Now, I see people going missing all the time on the news.
Search continues for a 22-year-old Shreveport woman missing for almost 2 months now.
The FBI is searching for a Louisiana girl.
Officials are searching for 33-year-old Caitlin Case from Houma, Louisiana.
But it was only in sections of certain neighborhoods. So different in Denmark. That's why it is important, if you really care about your safety, that you live in a place with low crime rates, because everybody gonna talk about you if you go missing. And they found the footage that night that you seen early in this video. After that footage, they discovered that she stopped at a bus stop. A black car parked next to her at this bus stop next to the store called NATO. Now, at this store, you see the benches in front of the store. This is where the bus stop is located, and a car parked right next to that spot. They noticed that Mia didn't even take the bus. She actually got in, not forcefully. She just got in. Strange. Clue number 1. What? Hold up. This is a strange clue. They saying that when she walked from the bar to this bus stop, she didn't flag the car down or stop the car. And investigators said actually the people in the car, from what they discovered on CCTV footage, is that they approached her and started talking to her first and somehow convinced her to get in the car. The parents was like, it's unlike her to get in a stranger's car. She barely even talked to strangers. Why would my daughter get in a stranger's car? So of course the parents is really worried at this time. See, and I knew that that was a strange clue. Duh. Now at this moment, it was a big problem. The first problem was because the CCTV footage was grainy, they couldn't read the license plate, meaning they had to put this car out into the public to see if anyone see and know of this car. The second problem is, in this city, people do illegal taxis. Stop the car, hey, you want to ride? Come on, let's go. They just give them a payment and they get dropped off at their location.
Denmark following the introduction of new taxi laws.
If so, this would work perfect because you remember, well, you don't remember because I never told you, it is freezing cold in Denmark around this time. And for some odd reason, she was not dressed for the occasion. We seen what she was wearing. So it made perfect sense for her to just hop in the car. And mind you, the bus didn't come until over an hour. So she had to stand at this bus stop location over an hour with no jacket, crop shirt, in the freezing cold, and this would be like one of the most top logical reasons for someone to convince her to get in their car. Now, with it being over 2 days of her going missing, they ended up finding a license plate because they found footage with extra technology to help them identify this car. And thankfully, it led them to 2 men. Woo! The thing is, when they found the car and the 2 men where this car was located, it was no Mia. She was long gone. So that was one of the big issues, of course, because we doing this for Mia. They let one of the guys go and they kept the guy who actually owned the car. Thomas, did you do it? Be honest. Was it worth it? You did. So what they decided to do was trace the navigation when they got his car. That route that he took, or any route that he took, the day that Mia disappeared, they traced it back. And they followed his route. And this took them to a forest area. Oh, damn. This is not good news. Forest area? Really? And they found evidence that Mia was indeed here. Starting off, they found her car keys. And from her bra, they found her breast patches. So they knew to search and search and search this area. And what ended up happening is they found holes all around this area. A lot of them. And there was pieces of her in each hole. Over 200. To be exact, 231 pieces. You know how weird and creepy that is? And this is what I'm saying. Like, that night when Mia was smiling and having fun, her last night that she didn't even know it was gonna be her last night, when she was at the bus stop cold, freezing, his car was parked and he was actually just sitting there looking at her. Just no one was around this area. It was just her. Oh, okay, let me go drive up to her. Let me see if she need a ride. When she got in the car, he started saying that things was flirtatious. So he said, I want to show you something cool. They went back to his place or someplace, or they did it in the car. He said they slept together. So he was saying the death was accidental. It was a crazy reach of saying something weird like this. But after that, he said, I got nervous. So I brought her to the woods and I used alkali to try to dissolve her body, which alkali can dissolve a part of you, but it doesn't work as good as you may think. And it didn't work. So he decided to dismember into 231 pieces to get rid of the evidence using an electric chainsaw, a knife, and scissors. But let's take it back because me and you both know that it was not an accidental death. And investigators said that his story wasn't even matching up in the first place to begin with. So what actually happened? What the investigators came up with the evidence that they had was that night that she got in the car, we knew that she was drunk. We get why she went in the car. It was a perfect reason. It was cold. What she was wearing, it only made sense for her to get in the car. Plus, illegal taxis always goes on in this area. But when she got in the car, you took her to the area where you buried all her pieces. But first, we found out that she was running for her life. You was forcing yourself on her. Then you R-worded her. After that, she was strangled. The reason why they know that she fell, because the guy that you're currently seeing did an autopsy on her, and he said systematic dismemberment intended to extirpate the cause of death, but believed suffocation was the big cause of her closing her eyes forever. So this is why the investigators telling him, Thomas, she was running for her life away from you. When she fell, she injured herself very bad, and that gave you an even much better opportunity to force yourself on her. Oh, you know what? He ended up giving up and saying to himself that she was assaulted. And I want you to imagine this. She was literally running in the woods for her life. This was a life and death situation. This is like running from one of those murderers off of a movie. If he catch you, you're literally gonna die. To be in that type of situation is terrifying. Literally terrifying. I'm gonna tell y'all something at the end of this video. I have to get through with this case first. It's similar to this. Just not only that, they found evidence that he was actually, because remember, he had his car parked and that's why he seen her. He was actually just sitting there in his car, driving around and parking, almost like he was waiting for an opportunity like this. And they found out on his technology devices that he was watching something that started with a P, Young Worlds. You know it rhymes with worlds. So then they're like, wow, this guy, he's strange. And you know what the guy would actually do? As Mia was running in the woods for her life, she ended up falling. She got caught. After he strangled her, he brought the body to his place, dismembered it at his home because they found her DNA all over his house. Investigators, they were saying to the public that he absolutely believed that he was going to get away with this. Now, I said I was going to tell y'all something at the end of this video, and that is, if y'all bored tonight after this video, there's a movie called Backcountry. Is it? No, it's not called Backcountry. Basically, this lady is running from this guy in the woods for her life.
911, what's your emergency?
I think I'm being followed.
If she get caught, she's gonna die.
People think they can hide it, but they can't.
When I watched this movie, it was on Netflix. For those who haven't watched it, there's something for you to watch tonight. And try to put yourself in Mia's shoes as you watching this. I think I'm gonna watch it again tonight. It's been so long since I watched it. Really good movie. But try to put yourself in Mia's shoes. Understand how terrifying that is.
I am coming for you.
She basically got kidnapped in a way without her even knowing. Because once she got in that car, you was not getting out. But she didn't know that. Oh, I want to say so much. So much. Bothers me that I can't say whatever on here and show y'all what I want to show y'all right now. I love my channel. Plus, I don't want to get yellow marked. This is why I need to start a page. Oh, I want y'all to know something so bad. But I'm going to start one in the future. I have to. It is so much I want to show y'all. And it gets so deep, so crazy, so wild, so dark. Literally. Be honest, the day that I do ever start one, please, it is not for the weak. Do not join it if you weak. I'm just saying. The reason why I like to go so deep is because it's happening. Crazy things is happening. So I'm only being real. But with that being said, I want y'all to stay safe. I do, like, really, really do want y'all to stay safe. Good night. I love y'all. Take care. Bye.
If you really wanna fuck with me, bro, maybe you should come try and see.